Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do the August monthly collective reading. I'm going to be doing things a little differently this month. If you've been watching my monthly readings for a while, I'm going to be doing a general collective monthly forecast reading where we look at the energies through the month, the themes, as well as week by week, how the energies will be playing out and what may be going on. There will be an extended for those of you interested in going more in depth. And also really quickly, guys, I have been closed to personal readings since the end of May. So if you've inquired since then, I am currently not doing personal readings, but do stay tuned. I may open up for a few in a little while, but depending on my other projects. So let's start off with a major arcana theme for August for the collective. We're getting the moon card to start. So here we have the intuitive energy, the feminine energy. What is real? What is hidden? What is truth? What is illusion? And I feel like many people are being pulled away from anything that is an illusion and moving towards truth. Yet sometimes, in the moonlight is when things look a little different, right? Things that don't look spooky in the daytime can look spooky in the nighttime. So we'll see how this plays out through the rest of the reading. But I'm going to pull a minor arcana. Well, this one's definitely trying to get out. Okay, the Master of Flames, the King of Wands. So I feel like what we have here is there is a real pull to action, to a sense of purpose, to a sense of, it's like there's momentum building towards rapid movement forward. And the rapid movement forward being someone who knows what they're doing. This is the masculine aspect in all of us. But I'm getting the message intuitively this month, you're going to know what action to take. It's like there's been some sort of momentum building for a while that it's pulling you towards action. And it's almost like this could be the month where finally the action is taken. Maybe there's movement taken forward. But let's see how this plays out through the rest of the reading. What else is the themes coming up for the month of August? Following your bliss. My soul sings with joy. So yes, it's almost like if you've been feeling a pull somewhere in your soul towards a direction, this could be the month where it's like, I'm just going to follow my bliss. What makes me happy? I'm going to follow that which intuitively I just feel is there's something around the corner that's there waiting for me when I follow where my heart is calling me to. Because we're all supposed to be moving into this energy of joy and abundance and freedom. And the Lion's Gate portal is actually how we enter the month. And if you haven't seen the video I did on that, please do. This is the most important energetic time of the year. Rapid ascension over the next few weeks. Peaks on the 8th of August. It started July 28th and moves to approximately the 12th. Very potent time of the year. Let's get another card here. And interesting, I've got the ocean card here when I've got the wave. Polite declaration. It says you can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Very Master of Flames, is it not? Very King of Wands energy. And the fact that it's a polite declaration, it's like you're not trying to go out there and be brash and be bold and make a big scene. It's like, no, this is my truth and this is what I'm doing. And this is my direction. This is what I'm choosing to do. And therefore, that's what I'm going to do. And it's polite. You're not trying to offend anybody by what you're choosing to do. You're just following your bliss. And you know the direction that you need to go. Claim what is yours and stay in your power this month. And what else do we have for the theme? Letting go of urgency. Surrender, freedom from time constraints. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a very strong message from this card. You know, when sometimes it's like you're so busy planning something and figuring things out and looking at dates and times and everything. And it's like sometimes then you just kind of go, no, it's just time now. I don't have to schedule it. I don't want to overthink it, overplan it, overcomplicate this. It's just time. Because what I'm feeling is that many of you, if you've been in the process of making big plans for your life and figuring out how it's going to fit into all the other things you have planned, and is this going to fit in, and when's the best time, when's the right time, do I have enough time? I feel like the whole time element this month, it's almost like the universe goes, stop worrying about the time and scheduling. Just do. Just be. Just surrender. You'll know when it's time. So this is lifting out of worrying about time and is it time? Is it the right time? It's time to follow your bliss. Intuitively, you're going to know when it's the right time. You're not going to need a clock to tell you it's time to eat. You're just intuitively going to feel, you know what? Your body's going to give you the signal. You're hungry. Just because you supposedly eat at noon or you've planned to eat at noon. If you're hungry at 10 a.m., eat at 10 a.m. Or you're gonna sit and adhere to a schedule and wait till noon because you said you were gonna do it at noon. And meanwhile, you're uncomfortable and you're starving between 10 and noon for 2 hours just because you said you were gonna do it at a certain time. No. It's really a fascinating kind of a theme. I'll be curious to see how this plays out through the rest of the reading. I'm gonna put these cards over here. And I'm going to start getting the tarot to go through week by week. And before I get the tarot, I'm just going to pull in the energies of the 4 weeks. And again, these are the energies. Sometimes the actual tangible manifestations may take longer, but I'm just reading the energies of this week. And also, guys, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. Please go back and watch the last couple months of monthly readings in hindsight. Please do yourself a favor and look at them in hindsight, because when you do that, you're going to see how profound some of those last couple of months have been for you when you look at the videos in hindsight. Because I think that's a very important practice. You know, everyone's always looking forward, which is great to know what's coming, but reflecting back and thinking back and seeing how they played out for you are only going to help you heighten your own intuitive abilities. So let's look at the weeks of the month. So starting out the month of August here, we're getting the great adventure, taking a risk and venturing forward. And then we're getting the energy of taking shelter. The answers are within. That's why we have the moon card here, followed by infinite abundance. Abundance pouring into your life. And lastly here is begin now. So I'm getting this feeling, just looking at these 4 to begin with. Right off the bat, it's almost like this is a month where you're ready to go into new territory. You're ready to go forward by taking some sort of a risk or a leap of faith or a journey into new horizons. And as you go along this journey, it's like you're being called to the journey, but you also know that this is something that comes from within you. This is why the King of Wands is here as the theme, which is nobody's going to tell you what adventures or risks you should or should not take. This is your journey. The answers are within. And when you do this, there's this energy of the universe rewarding you for this. The universe begins to reward you for the bold move that you take to take a risk and to go forward in your life. Venture forward. The wind is behind you in the sails here, and you're going forward. It's the opportune time now. Even if you might have planned to do it later, you might just say, screw it, I'm going to do it now. I know I was going to do it a month from now, but why am I waiting a month? Let me just do it now. You're going to feel that from within self. All right, so let's actually get a tarot deck here. And take a look through the month. I'm going to pull 16 cards. Let's see how I'm going to do this. All right, I'm going to pull the 16 cards first. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Wands, 6 of Coins, Temperance. Page of Cups, the Emperor, 4 of Swords, the King of Wands again. I'm going to move these. I knew I was like hesitating to use this deck because it's so big. But I'm going to move these kind of over a little. Bear with me, please, while I do this. There we go. So here we have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Coins, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Ten of Swords, King of Swords, the World, and the 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. See, new life, new beginnings. Abundant new beginnings, a fruitful new beginning. You're ready to experience all the abundance that life has for you. So what we have here is so what's happening as we start this month is there's a turn of events. It's destined. It's time. It's time to take a risk. It's time to go forward. You may be making some changes in your physical world. And for many of you, this is potentially opening up to, because we have both the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups here. And spiritually here is the end of, what's going on is the 10 of Swords. And so we've got 2 10s starting the month, which are cycles ending and beginning, right? With every ending is a new beginning. With every beginning comes some sort of an ending of something, of some cycle. And what's top of mind here is very much new beginnings, things initiating, right? We want to do what we love. We want to open up. We want to talk to somebody that we love. We want to apologize. We want to open up communication, or we want to start something that we enjoy, that we love. And it's like there's a sense of excitement here because this is what's going on physically, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, what's going on spiritually. And so it's like there's some new beginnings that we're a little bit excited about. Things are changing. Things are shifting. There's a change in the wind for sure. And for many of you, this could come with the ending of a cycle of something that's just really done. You know, this guy's leaving one country to go towards another country. Like there is something that is completing here that needs to have completed. And it brings about a sense of accomplishment. success, victory. Like, do you see how this Six of Wands, that's a card of victory, of coming out, recognition for the risk you're taking. And on your mind is, it's like you're kind of in charge of your life again. If you've been feeling somehow like life has been in charge of you and things have been out of your control, I feel like August is a month where you're in this energy of like, okay, this is a solid new beginning. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling clear on what I need to do. Right? We have both the Emperor, the King of Swords here. There's this energy of, all right, I know what I'm doing. I've got the information. I'm taking a risk. I'm clear that I'm taking this risk. And then I feel like what happens here is then there's like it's almost like the universe starts to reward you with the Six of Coins. You know, because there's some balance that comes from your effort, right? It's like the universe wants to say, hey, you know what? You took this risk. I'm going to show you that risk was the proper move for you. And there's a sense of, again, major completion, major enlightenment. It's like sometimes you take the risk before you know that it's the absolute right decision, but you take the risk anyway because intuitively you feel it's the right move. But I feel like around mid-month and mid-August, there's this sense of, wow, like I'm finally free from whatever's ending here. Whatever is ending. And there's a sense of relief, a sense of, okay, now like I've done it. And now it's like, wow, I can finally, like I'm getting chills as I'm saying this. By the middle of August, it's almost like there's this feeling of, I've done the right thing because the universe is showing you've done the right thing. So let me add a layer to this before I go any further. And I feel like things are majorly changing in your life, right? You're moving into a brand new territory, but you're having to the change that's coming, it's definitely takes time, right? This is a major change. People are going to major life changes right now. Whether it's relationships, whether it's career paths, whether it's living situations, whether it's all three or more, right? There's major change underway. And I feel like by the end of August, there's this energy of, wow, you know what? I'm safe. I know I've done the right thing. I've moved out of one environment and I'm going into now a brand new one, and it's going to be a fruitful new one. So let me add to this. And in the extended, guys, I'm going to break down a little bit more into the masculine and feminine energies through the month, but get a lot more in-depth into the lessons, what challenges we might be facing. That link is down below if you're interested. But let's add another layer here through the month. Because physically here, it's like things are changing. Things are moving in the right direction in the way they're supposed to. Things are maybe even manifesting. But for you, the manifestation is because you have aligned. And there's a sense of victory after choosing to follow your own inner guidance. There's new beginnings with that Page of Pentacles. And whatever is starting, there is a sense of accomplishment and recognition. Right? There could be sort of, again, there's a lot of communication cards here right at the beginning of the month. So that communication means news, information, conversations that may be had, that I feel, Six of Wands. Again, there's just a sense of accomplishment as we begin this month, an exciting new news. Because spiritually here, what's ending is it may have taken a lot of courage to wrap up what you're wrapping up, but you can't hold back any longer from the call of your soul. For some of you, this new exciting news could relate to, a job. It could relate to new relationships, exciting new things that are going to be successful. It's almost like you can feel that life is changing for the better this month. And the Emperor gets the Ten of Swords. Again, you're in charge of your life. What's done is done. And for some of you, there's no going back, right? You may have held back from whatever you've put an end to here, but now you're moving on to what's destined for you, what's in your path. And this solid new beginning, you feel like whatever's beginning is very solid, and it's also going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. This is the emotional row here. where it's like, it's tangible, it's real, my happiness is real. And because I've taken charge of my own happiness, the way I've taken charge of my own happiness is by following my own inner guidance. And dang, I know what I'm doing. And this King of Swords gets the 10 of Pentacles. Guys, wow, second week, you can't make this stuff up. We're leaving behind two 10 of Swords. We're moving into 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles here. It is absolutely moving in a beautiful new direction. And this is a great example of how the masculine and feminine energies within self are working very closely together, right? You've got the inner intuitive feminine side of self that is getting the guidance. It's time. It's time. You know what to do. You're being pulled in this direction for a reason. And the masculine listens to the inner feminine and goes, yep, I got to do it now. Got to do it now. I trust my own guidance. I trust my gut. I trust my personal feminine energy. And it's going to bring about a lot of abundance, a lot of security, a lot of happiness. You don't get much better than the 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. I mean, there's pretty much no better thing there, right? But with that comes the ending of something that is done. You don't go backwards. When something's dead, this guy's not returning back from the dead. This guy's, the swords, he's been stuck in the thoughts of the ending, and then he's been holding back, and now there's really the ending, taking charge. No, it's done. I'm not going backwards. And from that point, what happens here is there is balance restored, and the universe rewards you. And we're getting temperance in the physical world twice at the end of the month here. So temperance is all about big integration time, right? It's the major arcana of big changes underway, big shifts happening, and it takes a little time for the new changes to integrate, right? But the abundance is coming in big time. And what's on your mind here is, you know what? I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to focus on my inner world. I'm not going to overthink things. Because what can happen sometimes is when there's this feeling of like going in a big new direction, there can be that sense of, okay, abundance is coming in, and I don't want to make the same mistakes I made before. It's almost, I'm getting the feeling and the vision of someone that like things are starting to go really well, and all of a sudden sort of those inner fears kick in of like, okay, all right, oh my gosh, like I intuitively listened to what I wanted to do. It's working. Things are working out. Oh my gosh, is this really real? I don't want to make the same mistakes I did before when I had a good opportunity before. And so what we have here is, again, the World card, the ending of a major journey, right? This is enlightenment. And the sense here of like, I'm not going to fight battles that I don't want to waste my energy on things I don't want to waste my energy on. I'm looking towards a brighter future. This is what I've been waiting for. I don't want to screw it up. That's how we're feeling. It's like, I feel like this is a month where there's opportunities coming in that is aligning for what we want. And we're just going to have a little emotional journey here with some transition and change, right? We could have a little bit of like inner conflict, but with the World card and spiritually, it's like, I don't want to live in regret. I don't want to make the same mistakes as I made before. Even if I may have made some mistakes before, I don't want to be defensive. I want to look for what's bright in the future and not keep living in the past, right? So there's that momentary sense of like, okay, I don't want to do what happened in the past. I'm going to still look forward. And then there's very much a sense of purpose by the end of the month and things, again, another Wheel of Fortune. So we've got bookend Wheel of Fortune energies surrounding the month of August. But I feel like what's required for this Wheel of Fortune is it's almost as though the proof comes after the action of bravery. And what's the conflict here emotionally at the ending, okay? So I do feel like that it's you can't make this stuff up. We start with minor arcana 10s, and then we end with major arcana 10s. And the 2 world cards by the end of the month. The world is the last card in the major arcana, right? It's the end of the fool's journey, where he's gone through an entire soul growth journey and ended up with enlightenment, and he's ready to go forward with his next big adventure. But there could be this whole thing of, wow, I spent way too long focusing on regrets of the past and not living for the now and for the future. And I think that what's happening here is, why do we have the 7 of Swords in the spiritual realm, the sun? See, I was fooling myself, keeping myself from my happiness. It's like there was happiness available to me all along, but something was hidden. Something was, right? This is why we have the moon. Something was sort of not revealed. And I think that who doesn't want to end the month with the Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Sun, the Temperance card? If you've been in this energy of that, you feel like the true happiness has been eluding you, I think by the end of the month, you're going to realize, wow, it wasn't eluding me. I'm going to get another card on this sun. Yep, the Fool. I want to be happy. I'm going to take that risk. I'm happy now that I took that risk. And for some of you, the risk may be something that maybe you've kind of kept hidden from other people. You haven't announced it to people. Quietly, politely declaring it, but not wanting to, it's like this crab is kind of in the anemone here, right? He's pretty bold, but he's also protected. So my friends, this has been a long video for the month, but I got to tell you, I think August is very powerful for new beginnings, abundant new beginnings. Oh, and 9 of Cups underneath the Empress here. So, wish fulfillment, happiness. I think this could be a month when you know and you follow your inner guidance, and it's like you get off some sort of a time schedule and follow your bliss, take your power. The world really is your oyster. So with that, guys, that is the energies of the month. I will be going over to the extended, going a lot more in depth. And if you haven't checked out the Lionsgate video, please do. There's more information in there. And I will see some of you in the extended, and I send you so much love. Bye.